Wait, what?
What?
I just found some free subscriptions. Look. Oh my god. I'm gonna tell you a story. How I hacked my luxury sports studio. By the way, I'm not going to be using the real names for obvious reasons. We will be calling the sports studio Mr. Cat and the software management tool Sport API. Once upon a time, Mr. Cat decided that he wanted to open his sports studio. So he went on Google and he looked up for a studio management tool. Then he called up Mr. Sport API and they made a deal and bam, they started using their software. There was quite an important access control issue in Sport API, which could allow any user to access the manager's page and essentially buy free subscriptions to the very, very luxurious sports studio. Keep in mind that originally the prices for a membership about 200 euros a month, which is 216 US dollars. It's pretty expensive. As a user of this sports studio, I was like, let me see if the app is not broken. I wasn't imagining that I would find something like this, but I was indeed looking for ways to bypass, payment. Disclaimer, I already told the company about this. They fixed all the issues, they patched it, they thanked me. Everything was done legally, so we're all good. This was also done on my personal time, not on my work time. I did a bit of social engineering. I went to one of the sports studios, and when you walk to go to the changing rooms, you can kind of get a glimpse at the computer's reception desk. I kind of sneakily checked the screen and I saw the endpoint that they use, so the URL. It was basically, how do I explain it? It was basically like a back office of the application. The back office is also linked to Sports API software where you can indeed still book classes, but it's not directly through the application that the sports studio wants you to use, which is their own. This is the real story. I wanted to create a bot that booked classes when you give it the class ID, because one specific class would book out in seconds. So I wanted to create a bot just to see if it would work to book classes. And while doing that, I actually noticed my first vulnerability that I found, which was also an access issue. Each account has what was called a consumer payment pack. While creating my bot, I found out that it was possible to use other users' consumer payment packs. I wrote an article, I'll link it below. If you're this far in the video, please put a like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want more of these crazy stories. Anyway, back to the story. That was the first vulnerability I noticed, is it was possible to book classes using someone else's credits. Now, this is an issue because the consumer payment pack ID was somewhat brute forceable. And the second vulnerability I found was also an access issue because while playing around with the requests, I was able to access the manager's page. And the manager's page has memberships for free. I could book classes unlimited as I wanted and I wouldn't have to pay. What happened is I wanted to write them an email to tell them about the vulnerabilities, but they had no way of contact. Like on their website, on Sport API's website, I could not find a contact. As a hacker, I did some OSINT. So I found who the CEOs of this Sport API company was. I found their email addresses and I sent them an email with a very detailed explanation on the two vulnerabilities that I found with screenshots. I've been highly trained as a consultant, so I know how to do this. And yeah, they were really, really happy. They said, thank you so much. They offered me some free classes as well, so that was really nice. I guess I saved this company quite a bit of money actually. This could have had a real financial impact for Mr. Cat's studio. I'm glad that I found this before a malicious actor could have done anything bad with it. With other resources as well, if you want to learn more about web app, pen testing, just things like that in general. I do write blog posts about that, so feel free to check it out. I don't have any ads or whatever on my website, and you don't have to sell your soul to my cookies. I did end up contacting Sport API's team 4 times because I kept digging and finding more stuff. In Belgium, it's actually legal to pen test a Belgian company. There are some very specific rules. I'll link below the set of rules that the CCP has. Essentially, it's you're not allowed to do any brute forcing, no phishing, no social engineering. Anyway, that's it for today. That's my story on how I hacked my local sports studio, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hopefully I'll see you again soon with more stories. I have some other ones that I want to share, but I cannot share right now. So that will be coming in the next few months. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and bye.
Pinch, select all the dots around the circle. Okay.